What's going on, everyone? So here we are. The Los Angeles Lakers have a absolute must win. It's that simple, right? Lakers lose this game, series is probably over. Yes, you have to beat a team 4 times, but the Lakers haven't shown enough, in my opinion, to show that they can beat this team 3 straight times. Now, Lakers would have 2 home games, right? So that is something that would be in their corner. That would be a benefit. But Minnesota can beat the Lakers in LA. They can. We've seen the Lakers lose already once in LA. Right? And can we beat them in Minnesota? Because they don't even have to beat us in LA. They just have to win the Minnesota game. And we had a game that was literally in our grasps, at our fingertips, and we just let it slip. We let go of the rope, and that was it. And they ran away with it. It was 103-103 with 4:37 remaining. Lakers scored 1 point, got outscored 13-1. And the 1 point was an Austin Reeves free throw in which he missed the second. It's ridiculous. You have to show up. You have to play winning basketball. You have to not turn the ball over 20 times and do all this careless and just do all this foolish stuff. We cannot afford this. It's a must-win game. Lakers lose this game, I think the series is over. All right, again, can the Lakers put, sure, it's possible. It's never over until it's over. Again, teams have to win 4 times, but still, I think they lose in probably 6. All right, because I think they'll win the LA game, right? So like if Lakers do lose this game today, I think they win the one in LA. Right now it's 3-2, and then I think Minnesota wins in Minnesota. Right, because Minnesota's not going to want to play in LA again for Game 7, and if it does get to Game 7, then we might have a different conversation, right? But I don't even want to have to deal with that. I don't even want to have to worry about that. I don't want to. If it gets to a Game 7, I want it to be because it was the Lakers won this game and then won their home game and then went up 3-2 in the series, and then Minnesota just won their home game, and then now we're playing Game 7 LA. That's how I'm hoping if it does get to Game 7, it gets to Game 7. I'm hoping Lakers just handle business and show up to play playoff basketball and win the game. Now, Minnesota, I think, is a tough matchup regardless. One of the reasons I didn't want to play Minnesota in the first round. I thought they were a really bad matchup for the Lakers, particularly in the first round, when Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves are trying to get in a rhythm, trying to figure stuff out together. You got a first-year head coach. You got all these things that you're trying to figure out and navigate. I wanted to play a Warriors team or somebody like that in the first round to where you can beat them while you're figuring stuff out. Right? Like they're easier to match up against. They're easier to defend, in my opinion, right? For the Lakers, or they should be. And, because again, I said going into the series that the Lakers are probably going to lose a game or two that they shouldn't lose. Well, this is one that they shouldn't lose. Right? You can argue game 1, but Minnesota just shot the lights out, right? So take your L, right? Game's probably happening regardless. You're probably losing that game regardless. But again, like, we have yet to put together a full display yet, literally in 3 games. Lakers won game 2, but it was on their defense. The offense was a no-show, right? Especially in that second half. Second half was terrible offensively for the Lakers. So Lakers have yet to really put together the package to where you can go, there it is. There's the team that can win a championship, right? Game 2, I thought showed a version of the team that can win a chip. We just needed the offensive side of things. Right? But again, it's just this team has done this all season. Like there's times in games where you watch this team and you're like, man, this is the best team in basketball. Like no one's beaten this team in a 7-game series. And then they'll like follow up with a game or two and you're like, this team is terrible, right? Like it's so weird watching this team play where it's just like there's games and times where you're just like who is this team? And that's how I felt in that last game. Lakers had every opportunity to win that game and just did everything in their power to blow it. And it is so frustrating, right? It's just like when the Lakers tied it and it was 103-103, I was like, okay, here we go. Even though despite all of the issues, even despite everything, even despite, how poorly you've played, it's a new game. You got 4 minutes to outscore them by 1 point. I don't care. I don't care if you win by 1 or you win by 20. You have 4 minutes to lock down, engage, buckle in and play winning basketball. Who cares what you did the other, 43 and a half minutes, right? You have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to finish this, and they just didn't do it. They just they were even worse. Again, scored 1 point. 1 point. Well, now, here we are, right? Game 4. Absolute must-win game. Absolute, this is it, right? This is probably do or die, right? Again, it's not over until it's over. It's not over until a team wins 4 times. So even if the Lakers do lose this game, technically, yes, the Lakers could still win the series. I just don't see it, personally. I think if Minnesota wins this game, Lakers are probably, I think that they'll win in LA, which will force a game 6. But I think from there, I think that's it. Or what ends up happening is the Lakers magically pull it off and end up winning the game. But then LeBron, Luka, and everyone are so gassed and so burnt out because that we're just going to get ran through in the second round. Right? This is a very important pivotal point for the Lakers. This is a very important pivotal point on our season. You win, it's a new series. Heading back to LA. Right? You got home court back. Just got to win your 2 home games. Put all the pressure on Minnesota. Completely different series. Lose this game, again, it's probably it. So this to me is it's a must win. I thought game 3 was a must win just in a different sense, right? This is a must win in the sense of your season's probably over if you lose this game, right? It's that simple. So Lakers need to go in. They need to handle business. We've seen a version of this team that can beat anybody. We've seen a version of this team that can absolutely go into Minnesota and get the job done. We have seen a version of this team that can win it all. But we've also seen versions of this team that just collapse. Lakers have done a good job, though, this year of winning when they needed to. Winning when, their back's against the wall. Here you are. Your back's against the wall. How do you show up? How do you deliver? How's this going to go? Right? Because got to win this game. Man, it's so frustrating. Because, again, that was a game that the Lakers should have won. Right? You can't drop games like that. You just can't. Not in the postseason. Right? Regular season, you can do it and still survive. Can't do it in the postseason. But let's get this win. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Feel what your thoughts? Agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle. How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are. Either way, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. So we enjoy these types of videos. I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.